Starvin' Marvins, and welcome back to Ian's Kitchen.
Alright.
So we tried filming this twice now, and it failed.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
First time, we forgot to turn on the audio. Second time, the card filled up. Third time, we got this.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright, let's begin.
Hello guys and gals, and welcome to Limitless Conversations, the podcast where two broke and enthusiastic teenagers, right now kind of unenthusiastic because we're a little bit depressed. We'll do our best to fake it though. Fake it till you make it. And so two broke and enthusiastic teenagers host a podcast about comic books and things that they like. My name is Ian Boyd.
My name is Oscar Wolfgang.
And today we're going to be talking about one topic opposed to the usual two, because this is a kind of hefty one.
Thick one.
Pretty meaty. It's a fan theory that I read on the Instagrams, and I found it pretty fun and exciting, and I'm gonna read it to Oscar again, even though
For the third time. I'll pretend to be interested.
yeah.
I'll add sound effects.
his first reactions were great.
Yeah.
We had some good
It
reactions.
was a lot of, oh.
Oh! I like that.
Yeah.
I like this theory.
Well, just sit back, close your eyes, listen to this on Soundcloud.
Yeah.
Timecodes in the description.
Yeah, Timecodes in the description, even though there's only one. Yeah, listen to it on SoundCloud because you can turn off your device and just sit back, do some little projects, and listen to us talk about a theory.
Yeah. And I'll be doing the sound effects, so it'll feel like you're actually watching.
And I'll try to be more literate this time because the last time I did it, I stumbled a few times, but third time's a charm.
Embrace your inner Morgan Freeman.
Alright,
And we're back.
okay, so, this...
You got to see it. Deep breaths.
This is a theory. No. Okay, so this theory is by LOL Guru on a fan theories page on Reddit. And the title quote for this is Infinity War. You never once used your greatest weapon.
You never once used your greatest weapon.
Exactly. That's exactly what Josh Brolin sounds like.
Yep.
Because this is from that scene where Thanos talks to Doctor Strange about the Time Stone on Titan. Now, LOL Guru thought that this really struck a chord with him because he thought it was true. Why didn't Doctor Strange use the Time Stone when they were battling against Thanos? Bling! Exactly. Bling. An answer became clear when... Okay, I'm reading it as him, so don't think like I'm saying... An answer became clear when I was... Because if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, it sounds like I'm just talking about it. But no, I'm reading someone's fan theory. I'm talking about... Yeah. Anyways. An answer became clear when I remembered certain key details from the Doctor Strange movie. Even with the power to slow, pause, or reverse time, we have never seen the foes with the ability to ignore the Time Stone's effect. We have still seen foes with the ability to ignore the Time Stone's effects. Caecilius and whatnot. I think the Power Stone would have allowed Thanos to do the same to bypass the power of the Time Stone. That's why it's the first stone that Thanos retrieves. Not only does the Power Stone allow him to contain, control, and amplify the power of other stones, but also bypass the powers of any stones that could have been used against him. In essence, overpowering the other stones.
Boom.
Ow, my back hurts in that. Really? I don't know how that
your
hurt.
back.
Yep. Okay.
Any hoosums.
I'm moving away from the mic so I can breathe. Have you seen that Chocolate Rain video when he does that? Yeah. Okay.
Chocolate.
We don't have a pop filter yet, so we can't go into the mic. Otherwise, sorry about that. Your ears are probably...
It'll sound...
Alright. So, Doctor Strange is viewing many alternate futures Doctor Strange, in viewing many alternate futures, saw the futility of using the Time Stone in their fight and chose to use it differently. When Doctor Strange pulls the Time Stone seemingly out of nowhere, like Loki did with the Tesseract, that was a good one, like Loki did with the Tesseract, and floats it over to Thanos to save Tony, we see two unique elements about this transaction. The first is that the stone is glowing brilliantly. Normally, when the stones glow like this, it's because their power is being used. Yeah, I was waiting for one for that one. More like an like idea or like light bulb kind of thing. Light bulbs don't sound like that. The second is that Thanos is unable to grasp the stone physically, but instead grabbing onto what appears to be its aura. A squishy aura. He even shoots Doctor Strange a glance over. He even shoots Doctor Strange a glance over this peculiar phenomenon. Yeah, he's getting all rattled out. Ooh, cheeky little time stone. This kicked my fan theory senses. Okay. I don't know what this guy looks like, but I just picture him like at his computer, like, let me just. That's me typing.
You got like 30 seconds to write it. He's like, I gotta finish it.
The Marvel is coming to his house. This kicked my fan theory. Sends
like
us into overdrive. Open up! He's like, we're here. He's a writer for Marvel.
Anyway, continue.
He just wanted to get some internet karma.
Yeah.
Like, just spoils the entire plot.
Alright.
They didn't want to use his script.
He's like mad.
Just kicked my fan theory senses into overdrive. Anyway. He wrote the script to Infinity War and he was gonna go with this. And they're like,
yeah, we're not doing
that. Oh. It's okay. I'll go home.
I'll just write it on.
I'll write a new script. This kicked my fan theory. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh no, I lost. Okay, it's okay. I'll find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. Boot, boot, boot.
How'd you guys like that last podcast?
How about that?
Alright, continue.
This kicked my fan theory senses into overdrive, and I have been trying to place it together ever since.
No.
Before I can launch into this, let's talk about the unique properties of all of the other stones themselves. That's the rewind?
Yeah.
I like that. Not their powers, the properties each stone itself possesses. There we go. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Who said you couldn't be a voice actor? Come on, me. The Power Stone is so full of power.
I don't get it.
It's a Power Stone that has some power in it.
No.
People are probably just like, I just want to listen to a fan.
Just finish it.
Just finish the theory already.
Alright.
The Power Stone, so full of power, overloads and even destroys living things coming into direct contact with it. Yeah. I think you've used that one before.
Yeah.
They're kind of lazy. The Space Stone is able to house itself within and propagate the existence of a 4-dimensional hypercube on a 3-dimensional plane. On a 3-dimensional plane of existence. That's what a tesseract is.
Boom, boom, boom.
The second is that the Reality Stone doesn't have to remain solid and can become a liquid, plasma, or gas. Please think about Thor: The Dark World. I didn't really see it. I'm gonna be honest, not a fan of that.
Yeah, I don't even remember what happened.
Yeah.
I just remember crazy red stuff and an elf that really didn't matter.
Oh,
Yeah, the villain was really
bad.
yeah.
What
What are you doing? You're watching Marvel movies.
He was a bad guy though. That's what you're supposed to do with the villain, right?
What?
The villains are supposed to be bad, right?
Well,
so what's the point of having a villain if they're good?
Eric Killmonger.
He was a terrible villain. He wasn't bad at all. He was just
You cared for him, didn't you?
He was just misunderstood.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
what villains should be.
No, he was just bad.
Get out! Sorry, I yelled into the mic. Alright, I'll finish this theory.
The Soul Stone cannot be acquired without trading a soul.
Ian's gone. So, basically, from what we learned from this theory, is that the Soul Stone,
The Mind Stone has its own consciousness.
the Mind Stone has its own consciousness.
We see that these unique properties...
He's back. Alright.
Hello. Okay. We see that these unique properties tie back beautifully to the identity of each stone and are very well suited to them. So what about the Time Stone? I would postulate that the Time Stone... That sounds like prostate. I don't want to say that. Okay. I'm just going to change it. I'm going to do some editing here. I would hypothesize that the Time Stone can be sent through time all by itself, going forward or backwards. How would you play keep away with the Time Stone? How would you?
I don't know a sound effect for that.
Easy. Send it forward in time to where Thanos can't get it. Ding! There's an exclamation point there. That's a ding. The problem is, as comic fans already know, am I right? Comic fan.
What?
Thanos is immortal. if for those you audio listeners, once again,
The camera moved.
you're really missing out. Oscar tried to make a and then he moved the camera somehow.
We're back.
He moved it with his mind.
Man, this podcast is rough. This is not one that most people probably want to watch.
No, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
We're kind of loopy when we mess up. We get kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You should see us when we have to reshoot a whole video.
Oh yeah, it's something. Read the description of Apostle. Again,
we really would like you to read that description.
Yeah.
All right.
The worst part is it's not even that funny, but I couldn't breathe when I was writing that. It was. I was laughing too hard. Anyway, let's continue. I'm sorry.
That the time stone can be sent. I would theorize that the time stone can be sent through time all by itself, going forward or backwards. How do you keep away with the time stone? Easy. Send it forward in time to where Thanos can't get it. As the problem is, as comic fans already know, Thanos is immortal. So he can wait it out. Let's swing back to the exchange. Doctor Strange conjuring forth the stone the same way as Loki did the Tesseract is a giant misdirect. Loki is able to conceal the Tesseract with his godlike powers of illusion, while Doctor Strange could certainly be capable of mimicking these easy tricks.
Yes.
I don't think that's what's happening. The stone is glowing brilliantly because it's actually traveling back in time from the future. This becomes a lot easier to envision if you watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Have you watched that?
I sure haven't.
Me neither.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. When Doctor Strange hid the time stone, it wasn't through some trick of light or illusion like Loki, but by sending it forward in time to be used later. Only to be sent back when the Avengers had finished using it. That's pretty cool. The time stone can travel forward or backward in time. This is why Tony needs to survive. If the snap is inevitable, then he is the only one smart enough to A, figure out what's going on when the time stone presents itself on Titan. I don't know about you, but like I can totally see that scene happening. Like Tony's like depressed, and then all of a sudden like there's a little glow behind him, and there's like a time stone.
And then he like, gets up and he's like,
it's like, what the hell is going on here? Because it's only him and Nebula on Titan.
That's gonna be so weird. He's gonna be like, so how are you?
You're like shawarma.
Yeah. Shut up.
Okay.
I'm excited to see that. That was funny. Yeah. That's so sad that like
it is.
Everyone died except those two.
Yeah.
That's real depressing.
It is.
Anyway, continue.
All the Guardians. Oh, little sidetrack. Speaking of Guardians, they all wrote a letter defending James Gunn.
Oh yeah, yeah. Speaking of our first podcast, I saw that letter. They all signed it too. That's pretty amazing.
That's a little risky. A little risky biscuit.
I think when it's all those actors, Marvel can't be like at this point, Marvel's like, all right, we have to.
Yeah.
Because if literally all the actors said we support him, then Marvel's like, we need these actors. We gotta like. What if Chris Pratt's like, well, I'm not working for you anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
And then now they don't have a Star-Lord, and they're not gonna recast him because
they can't do that.
So they're gonna do what he wants.
Or they just reshoot Avengers 4 and have all the Guardians actually die.
No, I don't think. I think
that'd be insane.
That would be pretty crazy. I think they're gonna do what they want.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna listen to them because they'll be like, we need you more than you need us. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
This is so Tony is the only one smart enough to figure out what is going on with the time stone when it presents itself on Titan, and B, study the stone in order to unlock the quantum realm. Oh God, I got a lot of phlegm. Sorry. The same way the Mind Stone is in the scepter has allowed him to create Ultron. This is why the gauntlet breaks from the snap. It's using a time stone from a different reality where the Avengers have already won and sent it back in time. The paradox of using a stone from a mutually exclusive reality breaks the gauntlet and helps advance Doctor Strange's plan even further because it cripples Thanos' ability to fight back when the Avengers start mounting their counteroffense. Exactly. I think clips from the Infinity War trailer corroborates this. The clip of what looks like Tony taking off his glasses while out of focus, Wong and Doctor Strange are in the background seemingly frozen in time, also doesn't appear in Infinity War, but might be pulled from Avengers 4 because they were shot back to back, where Tony has acquired the time stone and begun looking for ways to retrace his steps for travel into the past. The shot of Battle of Wakanda, containing Hulk, also doesn't appear, but maybe from Avengers 4, when they have already gone back in time. They've also gone back in time.
Hulk
And
smash!
now when they have already gone back in time and now must face off against Thanos and his army again at Wakanda because Hulk wasn't at the original battle.
Hulk smash!
And yes, we understand that Bruce Banner was at the battle, but he's not Hulk, alright? They're two different people.
Yeah, he was in the Hulk Buster, but not the Hulk.
Hulk Buster. We busted him. Okay, it was at the original battle. Doctor Strange did use his greatest weapon, just not when we think he did. That's part 1. Are you ready for part 2?
Yeah.
A little bit more, and then some audience reaction. Not some audience, but like some other people's reactions. Oh yeah, never mind. That was the theory itself, and here's some people's reactions to it that kind of add on to it.
All right. No more sound effects?
Sure.
Okay.
This theory is fantastic because it connects so many little things. Everyone loves to rave about how Hulk wasn't actually in the fight on Wakanda, but how Marvel used the trailer to mislead us. We all laughed at how Banner had to wear the armor because Hulk wasn't showing up. So when they got a second chance, Hulk will realize he needs to fight or die. They might also mount a more united defense in Wakanda the second time around, rather than letting the dogs bust through the wall so easily. I don't think those were dogs, but you know, it's okay.
What were they called?
Outriders or something? I think.
Yeah. Okay.
They never actually got given a name, but
I think they were called Outriders.
Yeah. But more to the point, what a misdirect it would be if they all got us thinking it was a fake edit and Hulk does join the fight on Wakanda in the rematch in Avengers 4. This is one of those people that like to capitalize lots of words for impact.
That's what I do with my name.
What misdirect would it be if it got us thinking it was a fake edit and Hulk does join the fight in Wakanda in the rematch in Avengers?
I'm so sorry for anyone listening to this.
I'm so deeply apologize. 2. Thanos' comment about how Thor should have gone for the head would almost perfectly.
I'll try to keep the audio down. So
Thanos' comment about how Thor should have gone the head would almost perfectly set him up to do the to do exactly that during the time rewind rematch.
Do you think they're gonna show
No,
them actually hitting?
I don't think they will.
No.
I think they'll cut away.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, where they have the lens there, and then you just kind of see where the handle hits them in the face. You know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That'd be interesting. And people go like, "Huh, boy, baby Groot, does a little barf thing again." Yeah.
It's just like branches.
Well, no, he's teenage Groot now.
That'd be funny if it was like leaves or something.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, he did.
Sap.
He barked. Well, no, he's a tree bark. No, sorry. He barfed in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
It would be so funny if it was like sap or like maple syrup that he barfed.
What did he barf out in?
It was like green stuff.
Yeah.
It was,
Anyways.
Anyway.
Or
Or like rainbow or something. It was something weird.
yeah.
Anyway.
Thor should have aimed for the head.
Why are we talking about Groot's barf?
Because seeing Thanos with an axe in his head, Stormbreaker in his head, would make him go.
Right.
That was a weird barf sound. I deeply apologize. Raw. Rewind. I like how they say time, rewind, that's a tongue twister. Time, rewind, rematch.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anyways, Tony's past work with the Infinity Stones really reinforces this, because it does show that he's the only character on Earth that is capable of making direct use with them. Creating Ultron and Vision.
Captain Marvel.
New challenger, Captain Marvel. Love it. Also, them being in the Endgame, meaning it's not exactly over just yet. I don't think that's gonna. They confirmed that's not the title.
Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't. Yeah. I don't want to be called like Avengers 4 Endgame.
The Endgame.
Yeah, you know.
Whoa. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that. I love this theory because it means that all the characters who died, did die.
I like that too.
Yeah, because I don't want them to do the Soul Stone thing where they're like.
Me neither. I don't like it because it makes it feel like they never died, and it's for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes them legit deaths, because what we saw in Infinity War is now an alternate reality where Thanos wins with his snap. Tony using the Time Stone from the only future where Thanos is defeated allows Tony to put himself and the other Titan heroes into the victory timeline at any point he chooses. Maybe even as far back as Captain America Civil War.
Bum, 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 bum.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you think they do that with the phone and just like make the phone problem never happen from Civil War? So like Captain America and Iron Man are like, we're still friends.
Yeah, I think that would be nice. So they would go back just maybe.
I think they need a redemption. Like the end of Avengers 4 should have Tony and Steve be like in the same room together.
Buddy,
like,
I don't want one of them to die without them kind of.
Yeah, and they need to meet up
being
before
a
they
solid,
die.
solid team up. Or
Either they meet up before one of them dies, or one of them dies and the other one finds out and is like, oh, I never got to tell them that I actually am sorry, or
also
something.
kind of be, I don't know. Yeah, it would be nice.
It would be a little too depressing for Disney.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't like even for me, I would be like, I kind of want more closure with them where they actually talk.
Yeah,
so
I'd want him to finish.
If something were that to happen, I would want him to go when one of them is dying, so they still have a couple lines of dialogue.
Yeah, definitely. I want them to have
because I want them to show up on screen together at least once.
Yeah, because they never showed up on screen together in Avengers 3. That was
yeah.
Anyway, I'm very excited to see them like finally get closure, and then probably one of them's gonna die. You think it's Cap or Iron Man?
I think it will be Captain America, but maybe Iron Man too. He already got close. I don't know if they want to play with our hearts twice.
I kind of hope Iron Man kind of just goes like living a happy life. Like he can start like Marvel can be like, you're done being Iron Man, and then he can come back like 20 years later when Robert Downey Jr. is actually like kind of old, like getting gray.
Because they also in Age of Ultron, Captain America like admitted that he can't really have a normal life because it's always he has to have a war.
Yeah,
he can't.
He always has
fight,
to,
so he can't have kids or anything. He doesn't want to have kids or anything like that. So I would understand that. Yeah.
There's do you know what the next Avengers, that cartoon?
Kind of like the kids, right? Yeah, he has a kid with.
Basically the plot was these kids live in like Hawaii, and they've been training, and since they've been kids, they've been training, and they have like this old butler, that like teaches them stuff and helps them around, and then Ultron comes, and they're like, what the heck? And the sky just shatters. And it turns out they're in the North Pole in this globe thing. Oh. And the butler is actually old Tony Stark who's been protecting him this whole time because the rest of the Avengers died and they're actually all the Avengers kids. And Tony Stark's been protecting him. So he's got like, he's all gray and he's got an Iron Man suit, but it has green lights instead of blue lights now.
Fancy.
It's pretty cool. But like if they did that for a movie, that'd be super cool because then they could bring Robert Downey Jr. back and he'd still be alive. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I kind of want him to stay alive just so they can do something like that.
True.
But yeah, anyway.
So maybe they could go back as far back as Civil War to prevent Cap and Tony from being at outs in the first place, but most likely to bring back Banner.
Yep.
To likely back to when Banner first shows up with Strange. Mm-hmm. So I think that this is interesting because the heroes really never got their shit together. Pardon my French. And worked as a team. The Avengers are fractured. Tony and Steve never meet or even speak. Hawkeye is nowhere to be found, Bruce never becomes the Hulk, Thor goes off on his own, and the first thing that the Guardians do when they find out Thanos is on the move is split up. Hell, even Doctor Strange and Wong can't stay together.
Wong. I like Wong.
Me too, man.
He's a cool guy.
He is.
At the beginning
he's invited to Tony Stark's wedding.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
He's also, at the beginning of Infinity War, he mentioned he wanted, like, sandwiches or something, right? He's a sandwich guy.
And he had some rupees and he found out that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Anyways, I liked that joke. Some of the jokes in Infinity War, people
what did he say? He was like 300 rupees or something?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? He's like $1.50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Imagine what would have happened. Imagine what would have happened if all of them had been there. The Avengers, Doctor Strange, Guardians.
I want to see that so badly. Like,
we're all there.
Avengers 4, Thanos is like so arrogant. He's like, I will destroy you all again. And then it's like everyone, like all 70 heroes all lined up.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't.
Because like if they're all there, they went back and they were all there on Titan to get the gauntlet off of them.
That'd be so cool to see every hero. I think they mentioned that literally there's a scene where every single hero from Marvel is all in one line.
That would be sick.
I want to see that. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway. I hope they don't show it in the trailer though. That's another thing. Anyway.
I don't know if I want to watch the
trailers. I'm not going to watch any of the trailers. No? Yeah, we're putting it right on here. We're not watching the trailers.
Oh boy. So I'm sorry, no reaction video.
Yeah. We will react to the movie when it comes out though, and we will give you a review.
We sure will. This is interesting because the hero's really good. Imagine okay, well they just repeated that. Goddamn. I think the reality in which they will win will be emphasized that they'll win because they actually work together, and that's the end.
Yeah.
So
Avengers assemble. What if that's what they call Avengers 4?
That'd be pretty
They've
cool.
been waiting to say that in Avengers 2. They were like, Avengers And then it just cuts.
Yeah.
You know, what if they call Avengers 4 Avengers Assemble?
Some people were like, Avengers Disassembled.
I don't think so.
No,
they would. I think honestly, if they called it Disassemble, they'd have to call it Assemble first.
Yeah.
But I would be okay if they called it that.
What was the first one called? Just Avengers?
It was just called Avengers. Avengers Age of Ultron, Infinity War. Do you think Civil War should have been Avengers?
It would have been interesting.
I think it would have been the same movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't have to change anything about that movie.
And
but I just think if they titled it Avengers 3 Civil War, I think more people probably would have saw it.
Maybe, but also
it was huge.
Captain America
anyway.
was kind of part of like a main.
Yeah,
it was
but like
kind of from his perspective.
Thor
I guess.
and Thanos were kind of the main characters of Avengers 3. You know, I don't know. I feel like it could work.
True.
I don't know. Something about the idea that it would be called Avengers 3 Civil War. I don't know, just the idea that Baron Zemo's the villain stuff, I think it would have been so interesting. Even just the title change. Just to call it that, I think would be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
that's my opinion.
And then we'd get another Cap movie.
Yeah, and then you get another.
I like Cap.
Me too.
I'm a fan of him.
I feel like it also makes sense for people who didn't see Civil War. Because at the beginning of Avengers 3, he's like, the Avengers broke up. And then everyone was like, what, how?
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, you gotta go see Captain America 3. If it was Avengers 3 and then Avengers 4... Like, if it was just one other Avengers movie, anyone who's seen Avengers 4 probably saw Avengers 3, which is Civil War and this idea. Anyway. Oh, I'm out of frame. Anyway, continue.
What were you doing over there?
Just.
Oh, no, you were in frame, kind of. Yeah.
I was a little out of frame. Like this.
It's okay.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I think that's it. So basically, just, if you guys weren't really following with that, basically what happened is Doctor Strange put the Time Stone into the future for the Avengers to use it, and then they brought it back to him.
Yeah.
Or they brought it to Titan. Yeah, he put it into the future after the snap so Tony could see it on Titan. And then
do you think Iron Man will build a new suit with the stone? Like, build an Infinity Gauntlet suit? Or, like, his own Infinity Gauntlet?
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Captain Marvel is going to be the one to give the final blow to Thanos?
I think that would probably be what happens. Because people were like, Drax is the only one. Except now that she's coming along, it's like, no, sir.
I think, they're probably going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, though.
Yeah, me too. I think she's going to... Do you think she's going to be in there for a long time, or do you think she's going to only come, like, last half of the movie?
I hope she's there, like, in, like... I don't know. I think the way it's going to go, I hope, is, like, it's going to be another side. You know how, like, in Avengers 3, they found Thor, like, out of coincidence? Like, the Guardians were like, oh, like, they weren't... At the point where they found Thor, they weren't working with the Avengers. It was just, like, a side mission.
Yeah.
I hope that's how they find Captain Marvel. Like, they're doing their own thing, one of the characters, and then they meet Captain Marvel, and they're like, oh, we need you, girl, or something, you know?
Get on over here, join us in this little thing.
I got way too excited in the theater when that end credit scene happened. I don't know if you remember, but I stood up.
What part?
At the end credit scene where Nick Fury drops a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right as it showed her symbol, I, like, stood on my chair. I was like, yeah!
Hell yeah!
I was way too into that.
Captain
anyway.
Marvel! I don't know. I didn't know anything about her, but I knew that was her symbol, and I was like, hey! Yeah. I knew she was going to be in the next one, but now they teased it.
Yeah.
What really everyone freaked out about, though, in our theater, well, mostly us, would be
Red Skull.
Red Skull reveal.
That blew my mind. Like, I was holding it in. Like, literally, I, like, stopped. I was like, wait, is anyone else, like, freaked out by this? Yeah. Jada didn't care.
Then you looked
so
back
I looked
at
behind
us.
To look at you guys, and I was like, guys, and Matthew was like, shut up, I'm watching.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And Dylan took a while to understand, but then he finally got it. But yeah, I was like, I just started shaking uncontrollably.
Yeah. That movie was amazing.
It was.
Good job, guys.
I know two people that hate the movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who? Well, wait, maybe don't name
Michael
them.
and Cameron.
Oh, your name.
I'm naming them.
Them. From the last podcast.
Exactly. The people who helped me make my videos. They hated the movie.
Why?
I don't know.
Did you ever ask about their opinions?
Well, for one, they didn't like the comedy in it.
Okay.
Cameron's more of a DC kind of, like, hardcore fan, but
but
at the same time, he's not really a hardcore fan of it. I don't know. He just doesn't like...
He like dark movies?
He has a very... Yeah, he likes...
Dark movies?
Yeah, he doesn't like comedies.
Okay.
Michael thought that Thanos looked like a video game character. But I thought...
Steppenwolf looks a bit more like...
Yeah, Michael didn't like Justice League either.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Like, Michael doesn't like a lot of movies that I like.
Okay.
And then, they just thought it jumped all over the place too much. There were way too many characters, they said. But I was like, that's kind of the thing. And then Cameron said there was, like, no character arc, which I don't necessarily agree with.
I would agree with the fact that most of the main Avengers didn't get a character arc. It was Gamora, Thanos, Tony, and Thor. Like, Captain America, he was just there. You know, like, I can agree with some of that, but, like, I don't think that's a reason to hate the movie.
And then they said that they didn't like Thanos as a villain. But I thought that he was a pretty good villain.
I think so too. I really wish. No, I don't want to say that.
What?
Shoot. I wish Eric Killmonger lived for Avengers 3 because I think it would have been so cool. Like if, not even if Black Panther and Eric Killmonger made up, but if Black Panther was like, come on, just fight with us this last time, and he's like, okay, and then like they actually had Eric Killmonger in prison all along, and so they break him out to get him to fight with them at Wakanda or something, because he's like this master tactician. But the way he died was like good. Like that movie couldn't have ended any other way. It was like but it would have been cool to see Eric Killmonger be like, yeah.
At this point, though, to touch on like the character development and all that stuff, I feel like at this point, you're not gonna see this movie if you you don't love all the other Marvel movies and stuff.
Yeah, I got a story.
Okay.
It's a quick one. I went to go see Avengers for the 5th time in the theater. Back when it was with my brother, and there was this old lady sitting behind me. And the whole time she was complaining. Like, the Marvel intro started, and she's like, I don't want to watch this. I want to watch the movie. I'm like, it's starting.
Oh, God.
And the movie's happening, and then she like, got mad. She called, I don't remember what she called. She called the Hulk something. It wasn't Shrek. It was something else. She called the Hulk someone. And she was, like, real mad about it. She's like, why doesn't he just show up? All this stuff. And then the very end of the movie, when Thanos killed everyone, and it goes to Infinity War, and then the Infinity War dusts away, she's like, well, that movie was pointless. Thanks a lot for taking me. You know, it's like... And then, and then they waited for the end credit scene, where Captain Marvel shows up, and she's like, what? I waited for nothing? What was the point of waiting? And I was like, why are you so mad?
Yeah.
So, like...
It has,
obviously, she hasn't seen the other movies.
Like, because they have... I don't know if they've seen the other movies, or if they're big fans. I don't think they've seen all of them.
The general audience has seen all the movies.
Yeah. But I'm talking about Michael and Cameron. Like, I don't know if they've seen all of them or if they're big fans of them. But, like, you have to be a big... This is, like, a movie for the fans. Yeah. For the big fans.
Yeah.
Because
that's true.
The characters have
It's
had
like
their
watching
growth.
one of the Star Wars movies without watching the rest of them.
Exactly. Because the characters have had their growth over the other movies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the...
Yeah, it is like a TV show. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. That's a good point.
This is like a season finale. Each phase is like a season almost, I guess.
That bothered me with Arrow.
Yeah.
Little spoiler here, but when like I started watching season 1, I just like before they even announced it, it just dawned on me. I was like, they're gonna do 5 seasons. Each season will be a year on the island. We're gonna see how he became the monster he'll be. And then they're like, no, he's not gonna be on the island survive. Like he had all these scars all over him, and he was like, I was tortured on the island. And then it only happened in 1 season.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like he was gonna go through like insane, like terrifying stuff on the island, and then he was like only on there for 1 year.
Yeah, and then he went back
going to China,
for a bit, and then
I'm going back on the island as a secret agent, and all of a sudden my hair's really short, and then in the next season again it's all long all of a sudden. Then I go to Russia.
Have they finished the island stuff right now?
It's all done. Yeah.
That he was wearing a wig.
Yeah, that bothered me.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be he actually survived. Like for season 5, it should have been the first part of season 5. He was in Russia, and then he for some reason gets thrown back on the island.
Yeah.
And he's got to survive on the island, and that's when he gets the beard and everything and starts going. I would have preferred that.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah. Anywho. Because, like, at the end of season 5, it made it look like it was, like, some kind of mission. Like, he was like, I have to get back, and I have to stage my survival. I never really survived on the island for 5 years. I wish he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my opinion. Like, I'm okay if he stayed, like, in China and Russia, but...
Yeah. Sorry, my chair, I didn't expect that to happen. I was like,
what this power?
And surging.
Anyway, I was going to say something else, but I forget.
Oh, dear.
I was going to ask you something about Infinity War. Dun, 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 dun.
I missed my hands. This probably sucked because people were probably expecting because the first time we did this, it was like a peaceful little I was just
very
talking.
calm. This
I was
one's
just
all
talking
over
about
the
it,
place.
and there were genuine reactions to the theory, which were pretty good. We got some chills at one point, but this time it's just like.
Yeah, I'm sorry for anyone who's listening to this.
We're gonna get through it. We're gonna add some comedy into it. Not even we're just gonna add our own little flavor into it because we don't want to read it seriously 3 times and act like we're pretending to react to it for the first time. Because Yeah. Okie
Take that one off the list.
I'll add it to the list.
Yeah.
Did you understand that reference? I'll add it to the list.
It's from that hit movie, the sequel to that movie about a hero who fights in World War One.
Yeah.
Who is fighting there, and they got a sequel, and in the sequel they got to learn all this stuff from the 80s.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 2.
I was thinking Wolverine.
Wolverine fun. Was there ever a sequel where he said, "I'll write it on the list"?
How do you feel about the Wonder Woman sequel so far?
Yeah, I guess we're going in. I don't know why we're going into this, but we are. It'll be quick.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. They gave her really bright colors, and there's a leaked footage from the Comic-Con.
Ooh.
The director said, "Please don't record this," so I felt really wrong watching it.
Yeah.
Because I respect that director, but I just wanted to see it. It was like Wonder Woman fighting. It was like an 80s mall, so it was really funny. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. Like really, like neon signs everywhere, and like people with afros and like fanny packs running around.
Of course.
And she's like she's fighting all these agents. Wrong era, dude.
You told me not to buy the fanny pack, but I did it anyways. Okay, go on, please. I'm just gonna. Once you can go. I'm gonna return it.
Order?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's already here. I was gonna surprise you.
The Hello Kitty one?
I was gonna surprise you with it.
All right. Well, anyway, she's fighting like these agents, and she's on like the second floor, and there's this big opening, and then one agent is like right on the edge, and so she runs off the edge and then uses her lasso to grab him and like choke him against the railing. And she's like on the bottom floor now, holding him down. It was cool.
That's pretty deadly.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
DC for
the invisible jet?
No. I think it would be a really cool nod if like they made a joke about it.
Yeah.
But they can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're probably going to. But why wouldn't she use it in Justice League then? Like, I just feel like there's that. It's also kind of dumb. But like, if they were gonna do the invisible jet, I wish it was like a joke. They were go, "Oh, you got an invisible jet."
I wish that if they were to do it, they would have her not be visible too.
Yeah, I guess. Do you know the villain of that movie? Cheetah. You know about that?
I don't know about the villain, but I know that's the villain. Yeah.
And do you know what she looks like in the comics?
No, sir.
She's a cheetah. But there's a theory that that's not what she's gonna look like in the movie. The theory is like they're gonna pull one of those realistic things where they say I'm cheetah, and it's actually just a human, and they just have like homemade claws on or something. Yeah. Do you prefer that over like they're actually like half cheetah, half human?
Make her look like she's. Did you watch the musical Cats?
I did not.
Oh, it's a good musical. Make her look like she's one of them.
It is just like cats. Not an actual cat. It's like.
Oh yeah, search it up a little bit here.
All right.
Some good old memories.
Sorry about this podcast. It's all over the place.
For those of you listening, search up Cats the musical.
Oh yeah, you probably have to click on that thing again.
There she blows. The musical wardrobe.
Watch online.
I won't even put the wardrobe. I'll just put Cats the musical in.
Okay.
If you go to images, I have it on a VCR.
That's how you. That'll look like this.
Yeah. That's new. I haven't seen that guy. Oh. That's a new guy. I saw it when it was like like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at him go. Audio listeners. What's going on? Wait, did he just? What happened? Oh. Oh! I'm on the. Okay. Hello. Talking my ear off. They're not even giving me a chance to sing. Yeah, I ordered a fanny pack. A banny pack? No. Oh God, no. Oh, I guess I am dyslexic. God damn. That was a close one. Fee you. No, I don't know. Stop making it go through. It's in my mailbox? Okay, I gotta go. Oscar?
Yeah, what's up?
There's a banny fac in my mailbox.
A banny fac?
Yeah.
Call them again.
Why would I call them?
Unacceptable.
My mother opens the mailbox occasionally. Do you know what a banny fac is? I don't either. Let's search it up.
Okay. Oh my God! Oh no!
Okay. We need to get that out of my mailbox right now.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching.
We're gonna go get this thing out.
We'll be back next time.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for
I
watching.
Hope you enjoyed.
You probably didn't. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, this was all over the place today. We're tired.
We're a little loopy. We're tired.
Yeah.
But we're on that grind, and the grind don't stop.
Until the body likes to pop.
Till the body hits the floor. Body hits the floor. Body hits the
floor. 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4, something. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Peace out, guys. I'm sorry.
See you for the next one. Bye. Oh my goodness.